So there's two people here, Kikazu and Inbinted. We have encountered Inbinted before, and they were tweeting about me and schizo posting about me before. And it turns out they were botting likes and repeatedly posting about me repeatedly on the same post and trying to gain traction and, you know, use me for clout, which is whatever. Like, I don't give a f. But today we're going to look at a clip, and someone says, like, I'm not insane for thinking this is a weird perspective to have, right? So we're gonna watch it. What did Asmund say? That's so crazy today.
It's the double standard. And I'm sorry, but I'm never going to vote for a person who's going to categorically put me at a disadvantage. Like, any time that somebody is providing advantages to an identity group that I don't belong to, I will never support that. Never. Why would I actively support somebody who's trying to disenfranchise me and hurt me? It's insane. So he's totally right that it's the policies. And it's also the messaging. The messaging is, it's patronizing, it's rude, it's aggressive, it's awful, it's common sense, it's voting.
By the way, I have no context to this whatsoever. I have to deduce it.
Against your best interest. Yeah, people are obsessed with identity politics. Yeah, exactly.
This is purposeful.
But how are you being hurt? Well, for example, like, if somebody provides a benefit or a promotion that's available to a group of people that I'm not a part of, that would be an opportunity that I wouldn't have access to because of my identity.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So, like, the moment that that happens, I'm out.
Okay.
I'm totally out. I will never support somebody that will put me at a disadvantage because of immutable characteristics. Maybe you do not need that.
Based.
But I think I should be treated fairly, the same as everybody else is. And if somebody says that I shouldn't be treated fairly and I should be put at a disadvantage, then I'm going to vote against them. And you can say that it's not fair or whatever. Never.
Okay. Again, seems like a really out of context clip, and it was a long-winded rant, probably 4 to 5 minutes. I only got 1.5 minutes out of it. Based from as far as I can tell so far. We've covered this guy before, by the way, the Binted guy. He's a turbo retard. The problem with this guy or girl or whatever is his takes are so bad that you can't tell if it's legitimately because he has a single-digit IQ or if he's being intentionally intellectually dishonest or just rage bait posting. I genuinely think they think like this. Just my opinion. But what I'm trying to say is, this is what I'm talking about, man. The context of this clip is that you don't vote for things that are against your best interest, which is not a hot take. That is literally what voting is for. That is normal. Everyone thinks this way. It's self-preservation. Installing ramps and elevators for people in wheelchairs is not against his best interest. It doesn't hurt him in any way. And the best part is that the context of the conversation is referring to race-based hiring practice, not fucking disabled people. It's such a straw man. Like, what are we talking about? He watches VTubers, so of course he's a schizo. Hey, you guys are watching a VTuber right now! Yeah. And, I see they responded. They're circle jerking each other. They're beating each other off chat. By the way, insanely high 1.9 million views to 96,000 likes. This is definitely botted 100%. And hold on, I'm gonna be careful here and look at the quotes for 1 second. I quote 15 quote retweets. That's it. That's it. With 5,600 reposts, man. Yeah, that's it. No, literally, yeah. This is 100% botted. If you ever want to check 1.9 million views, the ratio does not add up. Anyway. Oh yeah. Right. They responded and said, the guy who hasn't left his house in 27 years is mad that the people who contribute to society will be given things who he doesn't even need as a multi-millionaire. By the way, untrue. Pretty sure Asmongold went outside today, but okay. Attacking his personal, like, his personal characteristics. This guy hasn't left his house! I'm not gonna take the argument whatsoever! What a clown, man. And again, this is one of those tap the sign moments, like, ding, 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 like, look at the sign. Having to see a child's opinion on social media about a political topic should be considered a war crime. I don't think that's a hot take or anything. You have to be underage or completely mentally handicapped to gather. I'm mad people who work will be given things from a clip that says, I won't vote for somebody that tells me that they're gonna make laws that make it harder for me to get hired because I'm white or whatever. And before anybody says that this is not rage bait, I have seen these people posting before. They are actually this retarded. This is their thought process. They are 100% serious. It's not rage bait, it's not engagement farming. They actually hate Asmon this much that they want to bot likes for attention to get their stupid posts out there so people look at them more. And then they post this disingenuous shit, man. Why are people like this? I don't understand. Go outside. This is arguably worse than the hate gooner. Yeah, at least the hate gooner doesn't bot likes and reply to his own tweet 15 million times. Genuinely, I actually think the hate gooner is better than this. And you wanna know the other thing? The hate gooner had a job at Wendy's or at Burger King. Yeah, I kind of doubt this person has a job. How many tweets do they have? 19,000 posts in 3 years. That's honestly kind of insane. For someone that doesn't do this for like a job or anything. Yeah, like you're not a social media influencer. You're just like tweeting on Twitter for the sake of tweeting. Unemployed behavior for sure. For the record, I have 6,000 posts. Yes. And most of them are like going live stuff. If you discount that, it's even less than that. Kazu has 160k since 2019. Oh my god, are you serious? What are you doing? What are you doing with your life? 160k? Someone do the math for that. I'm a woman, do it for me, please. 160k in 4 years, 5 years. Let's round it down to 5 years because it's not really the 6th year that they're going. Yeah, let's do 5 years. Cheese and crackers, man. Over 100 a day. That's multiple posts replying to themselves, I bet. Anyway, I'm deviating a bit. Oh, these people are so stupid, it's insane. And then people think that they think that people don't catch on. Oh, here we go. Seeing comments like you're taking him out of context. I'm sorry, but once has gaining more context on Asmongold ever been to the benefit of my view of his intelligence or opinions? What? What? I'm sorry, but once has gaining more context on Asmongold ever been to the benefit of my view of his intelligence or opinions? Okay, that was definitely English. Doesn't look like he botted that one. No, he didn't have the money. Here it is, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. He got ratioed for having a retarded opinion, so now he is lashing out and making follow-up posts. He did this on my thing as well, by the way, on my tweet that he was trying to farm me for. He's lashing out and making follow-up posts, swing at air while everyone makes fun of him. 100% mentally ill. Take your meds, little bro. Chill out. It's like, what are you doing, man? I don't need to know the context of Asmongold because I hate Asmongold and he's not worth understanding. Just a little by the way, this is the same line of thought that every dictator that's ever performed an ethnic cleansing has used. These are the first people that scream fascist and Nazi. The irony is completely lost on them. They are losing their fucking minds over an out of context clip and then they start talking about shit that's not even relevant to the conversation. It's insane! How do you type something like that and not have any self-awareness? What are you doing with your life? Zero cognitive ability. I'm gonna be honest, the guy should seek out a tree that produces his daily oxygen consumption and apologizing for being such a waste of air. I don't need to understand him because I hate him. Yep, that's right. Woo! Good lord, man. It tends to happen as long as it gets clip sham. Goons get Asma to react, and then Asma makes a knee-jerk take without full context. No. I saw this. He reacted to the whole thing. This is not an out-of-context thing. This clip that this person, Bint, or Kazu, or whatever, if you take the whole thing, because he talked for a straight, like, a good 10 minutes or something. I don't know. If you take the context of him understanding it the way he does, I don't think he said anything unreasonable. Whether or not it is misinterpreted through the context of the actual video is another story. However, everything that he said was reasonable, I think. Yes, it wasn't a far-fetched interpretation. I disagree with 75% of the things Asmongold, but I've never once felt the need to insult them as a person, or they also think that you can't disagree without dragging a person's character into these days. I don't understand why you dedicate your life and also your money to bot likes to get Asmon's attention. I mean, I guess it works because you get a little bit of money out of it, but it's like, it's insane. And again, I'd say that maybe they took Asmon out of context because they took him out of context. But this person is insane. I've seen them before. I have seen them before, and they love to take shit out of context and misrepresented on purpose to make the person look bad. They do it with other VTubers, not even myself. They do it to VTubers that are completely apolitical. They just play video games and are cute. It's crazy, man. I disagree with a lot of things because of my Oshi and I watch her all the time. Again, that's all I ask for. If you disagree with me, or if you disagree with someone else, don't take them out of context. Like, if you want to disagree with them and correct them, at least be reasonable to an extent where you don't take things and extrapolate them or exaggerate them or take them out of context and make the person look bad. It's literally a lie. He never said anything about disabled people. Like, what? These people are insane. Oh my god, there's more. Oh, when does it end? What's the timeline on this? Hold on. I'm gonna look at this in a second and see what the timeline is for this. They posted this on the 25th, 9 p.m. The 25th. Wait. He responded within 10 minutes, and then they responded at 1:30 in the morning because it was popping off and people were calling him a fucking stupid idiot. And then at 10:05 the next day, which is like 12 hours later or whatever, yeah, they start talking about, okay, let me read this out loud, hold on, before I get ahead of myself. The ironic part of all this shaming of progressive VTubers being political is that almost without fail they have way better vibes and much warmer, more positive communities than the smarmy edgelord, haha, I'm gonna joke about police brutality ass VTubers who never get that flack. Oh, this is a jab at Fillion. By the way, fuck you, first of all. She made an I can't breathe joke or something a long time ago, like 2-3 years ago, I think. Again, let's set this record straight. The reason progressive VTubers get flack is because they attack everyone else for having an opinion that doesn't align with their own. Fillion doesn't get flack for a joke because it was that. A joke. I know, really insane concept to grasp. And she doesn't put you on blast every time you have a retarded opinion that she doesn't agree with. She carries on streaming, she's awesome, she's entertaining, she's really funny, she's athletic, she's silly, goofy, whatever. If you don't like her, don't fucking watch her. She didn't like stop and cry and fucking say, no, I didn't mean it that way, blah, blah, blah. She just carried on the show, and people obviously respect that. You're so cringe for like trying to take someone down for like a fucking joke, man. Oh my god, she's wholesome and apolitical, but she made like a slightly edgy joke, and now I need to shut my pants on Twitter because I'm insecure and I need everyone to agree with me, otherwise the bubble in my head fucking bursts, my head explodes. I can't imagine being like that. Consistently, the 4chan pandering VTubers, oh, fucking here we go, and their fans act like abrasive jerks. Consistently, they start shit and push on touchy subjects nobody asked them to, and then complain when it gets them into trouble. Consistently, it's their fans who accusing others of killing the vibes. What the hell does that mean? Killing the vibes? 4chan pandering VTubers, by the way. 4chan hates all VTubers. Even the ones they like, they hate them. You wanna know why? Because they can't f them in real life. Just saying. The vibes! The vibes are off, chat! God, I need to get a pop filter. It's coming, chat, don't worry. Yeah, 4chan has everything, and I actually think that's more consistent and more accurate because at least 4chan hates everything, but they have a gauge. They will say, oh, this person's not that bad, and then they'll go back to hating. Again, that's fine. Great, good for you. Love 4chan for that. Poggers. Yeah, at least 4chan's honest to some extent. They might be fucking haters, but, you know, sometimes they'll make jokes and say, hey, don't say that about my Oshi. I love my Oshi. Yeah, people were shitting on Fuwamoka over that fucking drama, and then people stopped talking about it, but look, who cares? But my point is, 4chan pandering VTubers and their fans act like abrasive jerks. This entire paragraph, this whole thing, this whole tweet, can be simplified to, I'm justified in attacking VTubers and or people I don't agree with politically. Nobody, you are never going to satisfy everyone. Filling is the most, like, for me personally, I look up to Fillion. She's one of my Oshis, but like, to me, she is just funny. Like, there's no like if, ands, or buts about it. There's no like politics in her stream. She might make a racy joke every once in a while. She'll laugh at someone making a joke. But she doesn't like cry on Twitter or anything about it, like saying, oh my god, I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm sorry Shondo said beat women. No. Ugh. Divorced from any sort of ideological talk or social issues. You're never gonna get that. Take your fucking medication. They engage far more often in negativity and stuff that absolutely kills the vibes. Again, what the fuck does that mean? Kill the vibes. What vibes? Vibes is something that you feel yourself. Of fun and positive streams, and it alienates people. But their fans don't care because it's not their vibes that are being killed. Yeah, it's almost like it's their stream. Wow, it's crazy. I want a space where I can relax and just watch someone play video games. And I find that easier when the person in question cares about how they treat others, the world around them, and keeping bad actors out of their community. There's things to be said for VTubing as an escape. Covering your ass as a professional, avoiding situations where you get publicly dogpiled, and not scolding or bumming people out. But those are concerns progressive VTubers have to consider far more than often than edgelords. Bint, please, for the love of God, go do that and stop posting strawman tweets about people you don't like. Go watch Hololive. I watch Hololive. I like Raora. I like plenty of other VTubers that aren't as edgy or racy like me. I like those VTubers too. I also like VTubers that aren't like that. I like what I like. Take your medication. It'll help you feel better. Every ounce of anxiety you have self-inflicted from being an insufferable fucking retard on the internet, I have zero pity for you. You did this to yourself. Nobody put a gun to your head and made you write these tweets and watch those VTubers. I just can't, man. What they're saying is killing people. Yeah, and my taxes go to foreign wars that kill people. I don't like it. I hate it. But what can I fucking do? Yeah, sorry about the rant. I hate people like this. You're quite literally complaining about just being upset, and then you're doing nothing to be upset. You have an unironic, like, I wouldn't even call it a mental illness. It's like this cloud over your head, but you're the one pouring rain on top of your head with like a watering canister, and then saying it's raining even though it's just a cloud over your head. Yeah, it's like a victim complex. Yeah, I don't know, just weird, very weird behavior. You earned that shitty opinion. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, victim complex. It's self-harm. Yes, I do think that some people, if you spend your time online like this person, I think you are inflicting harm upon yourself. You're like doing psychic damage, like, you know, poison ticks. Eventually you will die from the poison damage that you dosed on yourself. You poured poison on your head and you're like, it burns. I'm not gonna drink the antidote. And then you're like twitching, you're like, You're like, why would I take the antidote? Yeah. If you hate someone, good lord, man. Stop watching them. Asmon's response to this guy. Did Asmon respond to him? I didn't even know. I just saw this on my timeline because it gets recommended to me because this person is in the VTuber V-tweeting sphere.
They've been very unhappy about this thing that I said. So a lot of people, how popular is this tweet? 5 million views. And actually not really that big of a deal.
Wait, what?
Guys, we can't install ramps and elevators for disabled people because it makes the Ratman feel disenfranchised. So let's go ahead. Let's watch what I said about this in the clip, okay? It's the double standard. And I'm sorry, but I'm never going to vote for a person who's going to categorically put me at a disadvantage. Like, any time that somebody is providing advantages to an identity group that I don't belong to, I will never support that. I will never support somebody that will put me at a disadvantage because of immutable characteristics. I'm getting hate for this. Keep this in mind. I'm getting hate for saying that I don't like discrimination. I think I should be treated fairly, the same as everybody else is. You like the tweet? Of course. If somebody says that I shouldn't be treated fairly and I should be put at a disadvantage, then I'm going to vote against them. And you can say that it's not fair or whatever. Never. So, we have that being a minority or being a woman is like being disabled. It's
Yo, wait a minute. Where's my paycheck for being a woman? Wait a minute. I didn't even think about it like that. If I register as a woman, can I get I'm disabled? I mean, I am. Maybe I should get disabled parking because I'm a girl.
Crazy. And the thing is that, you know, when you talk about the horseshoe theory, oh man, these are really close. I have this radical idea that people should be treated fairly and equally. And apparently, for some people, that's very upsetting. Those are the people that radicalized others, not Jordan Peterson and Andrew Tate. You bring up a really good point. Comments like this, when an average, just like random guy sees that people want to uphold a standard that puts him at a systematic disadvantage because of his skin color or his gender or his sexuality, he's going to be radicalized against those people, as he should be. You don't preface or contextualize all your comments. If you have to preface and contextualize every single thing that you say in case some intellectually dishonest, emotionally unstable retard on Twitter that has all of their mental illnesses broadcast like personality traits on their bio is going to take it out of context and get mad at you for a reason that you didn't even intend, then, I mean, fuck. Like, that would be boring. Like, imagine how long it's going to take to have any conversation about that. It'd be exhausting. So, no, we're not going to walk on eggshells around retards. And if they cry, we're going to use them for content. As far as I looked, last time I checked, things are going really well. Fuck them.
Fuck them. Based. Absolutely based and true. Baltimore has spoken. No, but he has a really good point. You quite literally cannot do that as a live streamer. You cannot preface everything before you say it out of context. You just can't. It's impossible. It's not a video where it's scripted and anything. And even then, people can still clip you out of context in a video, bro. But anyway, yeah. Good lord, man.